Hardball Roundtable. And we got a great guest here, Democratic Congressman Karen Bass of California, who was just elected this week the new chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, which is a huge honor. Congratulations, Congressman. And I do think someday you're going to be Speaker. You're on that list, short list. Jennifer Rubin's the opinion writer for the Washington Post, and David Ignatius knows all things to do with spooks and spying that we always want to find out about. We're going to get to Khashoggi in a minute. Let's talk about this, Congresswoman. You know, in a real world, I think we're still in one, but I'm not sure. Trump stuff, everything's coming. He's got 3 or 4 fronts. He's fighting a war on so many fronts. He's got Jerome Corsi and Roger Stone. My God, what a group. And he's got Michael ratting him out everything he can. He's got Manafort ready to go to jail forever. But all these people coming in with dirt on him.
Right. Exactly.
And then he gets down and talks big shot stuff at the G20. I don't know how he does it.
Right, but just wait. In a few more weeks, January 3rd, when Adam Schiff has a gavel and Elijah Cummings has a gavel, because really, you know, for the last 2 years, he hasn't really been investigated.
Okay, I love the way you guys talk about process, but make me excited. What are you going to do with this process?
Well, how about his taxes? How about his financials? You know, I think that there's an awful lot of
Does Ways and Means have the right first shot?
Yes, right. I believe Ways and Means can do it right away. I think it'll be one of the first things that we.
And what's your enforcement mechanism, the Sergeant at Arms?
Well,
I mean, who's going to go to the White House and say to the president, turn over your tax? I'm dead serious about this. Under our Constitution, the Justice Department has to enforce, right?
Right, exactly. However, there's a subpoena. Yes, the Justice Department does have to enforce.
Are you counting on this guy, Whitaker, to do this?
No, I'm not. But you know what? There can be lawsuits, and there was lawsuits in the past under the Bush presidency when Nancy Pelosi was a leader. So I think that there's enforcement mechanisms that would come way before the Sergeant of Arms.
Well, let's watch.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jennifer, I think this is interesting. What do you think this whole week? Because normally this would close down a shop.
Yeah. Listen, it's getting thick and fast.
He lied about his business connections to Russia for years.
While he's running for president, while he's denying that he's doing it, while he's throwing bouquets to Putin every other day. That's a problem. It's also a problem for Don Jr., who apparently has lied multiple times, if you can read between the lines of what Adam Schiff is saying before Congress. So you can see an indictment coming for him, you know, a mile away. But really the question is, how much does Mueller have that's going to tie Corsi to WikiLeaks and is going to tie Roger Stone back to Trump? That's the links that puts him in the collusion camp. Now, I think there's plenty on the obstruction camp already.
Well, your paper you work for is great. And your paper, David, your papers point out the fact that there was a complete loop there. It went right through from Corsi to Roger Stone to the president, to the candidate who became president, that they knew all about the hacking, the Russian hacking.
So Mueller has to sew these remaining loops. But I think this week was crucial in that this investigation went to new places. It went to Donald Trump's personal finances, his personal financial stake in Russia. It went, as Jennifer suggests, to his family. And it went to the core of his narrative. I mean, he's been saying for 2 years, this is a witch hunt. This is all made up. And this week you saw facts that basically begin to blow up that narrative. And I felt that the world is going to be different for Donald Trump after this week. It's different.
Now, I even heard Fox this morning, listening in the car this morning, and I get the feeling that maybe not Steve Doocy in that crowd in the morning, but the later people were taking this this plea by Cohen damn seriously. Why would a guy admit to all this if it didn't happen?
Right.
It's real.
Exactly, and it opens the door for us to bring it before Congress.
And it answers the question, why was everyone lying? Everyone is lying about the same thing in the same way because Trump
What's your question? Why are they lying?
They're all lying because they want to follow Trump in disguising this ongoing relationship he's had with the Russians for years.
All right, meanwhile, on NBC's Jonathan Allen put it, Trump has cast a dark cloud over Trump's trip to Argentina for the G20 summit. The president quietly arrived in Buenos Aires last night, a contrast to the red carpet and band that greeted President Xi of China earlier in the day. Well, 2 years ago, Trump mocked President Obama for not being greeted by a red carpet at a G20. Let's watch.
I see Obama is now over in China. They won't even give him proper stairs to get out of the airport. You see that? They have pictures of other leaders that are going there, and they're coming down with a beautiful red carpet. And Obama's coming down a metal staircase. I gotta tell you, if that were me, I'd say, you know what, folks? I respect you a lot. Let's close the doors. Let's get out of here. It's a sign of such disrespect.
Should he have left today when they didn't treat him with a band?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, first of all, I'm never going to take the side of another country against ours, ever. If they want to disrespect us, try somebody else to like that. But Trump did make fun of Obama for getting bad treatment that way.
Absolutely. But you know what? I think that we need to pay more attention to how we are viewed on the world stage now. I travel the world. I'm on foreign affairs, and we just have so little credibility.
Well, nobody's trying to get into Argentina to live, okay? Let's not build up how great that country is. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I'm not talking about Argentina.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, he is shrinking by the moment.
Right.
He has now capitulated to Saudi Arabia, which frankly is a third world country with a bunch of oil.
So, Jennifer Rubin, you're now a big friend of the UN General Assembly. I've never heard you speak like this before. You like all those little countries all of a sudden.
Well, you know.
I've never heard you talk
well,
like
when they murder our journalists,
okay, well, we'll get to that. Finally, the G20 summit today, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, it's called MBS, who the CIA has concluded ordered journalist Jamal Khashoggi's killing, high-fived each other. Let's watch that.
So they can both relate.
Pretty sick.
Exactly, it is. It is. But just
why is he giggling like a little kid there? That he's talking to a guy who most probably killed this guy.
But just think about the two of them. How do they deal with opposition? How do they deal with journalists in Russia? I think they have an awful lot in common, and I think that they're just laughing at the world, but also with us. Because, again, I put on the table our credibility in the world.
All right, what are you talking about? What a great meat grinder you got, buddy? I mean, I'm dead serious about this. This is graphic.
I found that chilling to watch. If I was to write a caption for that scene that we just saw, it would be, "You can get away with murder."
Right.
Hey, buddy.
And the U.S. won't hold you accountable.
That's right.
Why do they love this guy? Why does Trump do anything to defend Saudi?
Well,
what's he up to with this guy? He's defending his war in Yemen. He's defending it. Well, you're a member of the committee.
You can think it's the money.
I think it's his financial interest.
Yeah. Or you can think it's that he is so invested in Saudi Arabia in lieu of an actual Iran policy that they have put all their...
But to actually...
So the defenders of Mecca are going to defend Israel's right to the Holy Land. Are we kidding ourselves?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's the crazy... David, do you think that's insane? This whole counting, which Jennifer mentioned, this whole idea that somehow Saudi Arabia is going to deliver Israel to some sort of peace deal with the Arab world.
So Saudi Arabia has moved in some ways toward more moderate positions, and everybody should welcome that. When a member of the Saudi religious leadership goes to the Holocaust Museum in Washington, that's good. I think the problem for Israel, which has been saying, you know, hooray for MBS, the problem for Donald Trump is that he is now, the Crown Prince, is so weakened that Saudi Arabia is not going to be able to get investment. It's not going to be able to deliver on the things that Israel wants so badly. He's somehow got to show the world that he's, you know, whatever he did with Jamal Khashoggi, he's going to go in a different direction. If he doesn't, I think he's sunk.
And by the way, I think that's much worse than not laying out the red carpet and having the band playing in Argentina. The real disrespect of Trump is thinking you get away with this.
Exactly.
Anyway, the roundtable's sticking with us. You're watching Hardball. And the congressman from California, the new head of the CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus, has hot news to share. We'll be right back.